Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Off the play fake. He's going up top. Makes the grab down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Dropping back, it's Beck. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, running back on the move. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back. It's Bagway. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double.
Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Looking for space. It's Baxter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But, Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for his man in the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick release on the RPO. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Looking to pass. It's Beck. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. He'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Lagway. This time on target. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. To the air on first down. Buys a little time. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Longhorn! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. On the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down. Get the touchdown, get the first down, or just get down. And the quarterback does. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. To the air, it's Lagway. Looking to buy time. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5, and it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Fights off a defender. And the Rebels get enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-hook.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Beck. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is autopilot.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. He's got it. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Pittsburgh. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes a connection. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
They go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. second down for a loss of a couple. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position.
Turning it on! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. That's caught, it's Baxter. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. Gets the back moving. Sweet punt there. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good up.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wiggles free. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Rebels heading quickly to the line. On 3rd and long. No secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today.
And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half. We drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. There he goes. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Line gets set, first down. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run to the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Finds his man. It's Wingo. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Longhorns are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it, and he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Oh, better look out. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Throws to the back. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Marches ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, trying to get him on the ground. But this defense is choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
The Rebels will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open, live to fight another down.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The corners are walked up tight. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Stands in and takes the hit. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it...
Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. They'll give it to him again. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have. game.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside, so the offense needs to operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter because the defense got in there pretty quick.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Vaughn. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking for a productive play on first down. Gives it on the option. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Fires to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Quick strike complete. There was running room there, but he needed another step or two to make it to the 40 and move those chains. It's 4th down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. You know they're feeling good about this drive. They picked up a couple of first downs. Now they've got it at the 40. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on.
He's going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. From the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Here's a heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players,